Hello everybody and welcome to my channel again. This is Joe from Family Camp Tents. In this video I want to provide an answer on the question, do family camping tents come with built-in ventilation? So the short answer is yes, and I am going to show you features that could be described as passive elements, passive features related to ventilation in family camping tents. Why this is important? Well, I guess this is self-evident. This is about condensation control and temperature regulation and also air quality control in the tent. This is also about cooking. I know that many people will tell you that you shouldn't cook in the tent, but this is just a nonsense. There are many situations where you have to cook inside, and of course in such situations you would want to have air flowing through the tent to be safe. I have just been in the mountains. I stayed for 2 weeks and I was cooking the tent and in the car all the time, almost all the time. Why? Because it was high elevations, it was cold, windy, and sometimes with rain. So of course you have to cook inside. So what kind of types of ventilation you can have in a tent? This is about passive features that improve ventilations, and I shall show you the most important. I will start with windows and mesh panels. Of course, when you speak about windows, this is most important feature of cabin type tents, and here is one example. This is a tent from Core Camping brand, and the tent is shown without the fly, so you can see the windows and also mesh ceiling, which is another feature that you would want to have in a tent that has good ventilation. So both these features are actually typical for cabin type tents. In this case, you have a small partial coverage fly that protects only the ceiling. The windows and the doors have, of course, panels that you have to use when it is raining. Mesh canopy. This is typical for dome-style tents, where the upper part is just a mesh, and you have it in 3-season and summer camping tents. And then this is protected with a fly. Of course, such a mesh canopy is not enough. You have a full coverage fly without any openings. So it is important to have roof vents, and these are fly vents, of course. So I give here one example from Coleman. This is Coleman Peak 1 6-person dome tent with a full coverage fly, and it has vents, as you see here. And in addition to this, it actually also has a window on the fly, which is a rare feature in such tents. Sometimes these roof vents or fly vents can be positioned completely on the top, and then this is not good, because in the case of side wind and rain, you can have water inside. So it's better that they are a bit on the side. If you are wondering why they are on the side, this is the reason. Door vents. This is something not so frequent, but you can find it in really nicely designed tents, and this is the one. My own Snow Peak Alpha Breeze tent. I have separate text here in the post about this tent, and the picture is from a camping in the Dolomites where I use it in July. And this tent has actually as you see, it has 4 doors, but 2 of them are with the opening here on the bottom. So the door that you see here is with mesh, full-size mesh and full-size panel. But you can unzip the lower part of the panel and use this as a vent when you close everything else. So this is extra feature, very useful, and actually I was using it when I was in the camping. Then low vents. These door vents are sort of low vents, but these are rare. most tents have extra low vents on the sides. You will find them typically in tunnel type tents and also in cabin type tents. In dome style tents they are rare because in this case you have canopy which goes all the way to the floor, so you don't need really low vents. Then there are tents with an integrated fan, so this is now an active element for improving air quality because it forces the air to circulate through the tent. And one example is this Coleman one source camping dome 6-person. It comes with the fan, but also with a rechargeable one source rechargeable fan battery, built-in LED lighting and so on. So this is an active element for ventilation. And finally, I wanted to mention breathable fabric. So when this is about breathable fabric, this is mainly about canvas tent or polycotton tents. So in this case, the fabric itself is breathable. It creates a cool and pleasant atmosphere in the tent, but even in this case, this is not enough. Many of these tents have extra venting options, and pay attention also that some of these canvas or polycotton tents actually may have coating from the underside of the fabric, and this means they are not breathable. Other features that affect ventilation, its size and the capacity, of course. You can have more venting options in larger tents, but then you need them more because you have more people inside. Then material and construction, and also rainfly and vestibules. Vestibules are important because with vestibules you can regulate ventilation. You can keep vestibules partly open. There are some features added to the vestibules related to ventilation alone. Factors to consider when choosing a family camping tent. Well, seasonal use and climate conditions. I wish to stress that there are no tents for all seasons. You will see the term 4-season tent used incorrectly. There are no 4-season tents. When people say 4-season tent, this means actually winter tent. Such a tent is not comfortable for summer camping. Bear this in mind. The closest possible type of tents that can be used, that can be described as 4-season, are actually canvas tents because they perform well in practically every condition. Then another factor is number of occupants, because we exhale a lot of vapor during the night, and of course this means increased condensation in the tent. Tent design and layout, and about the brands that build particularly nicely ventilated tents. I would point out Snow Peak. Practically all of their tents are presented here in the site or in my other sites, and I also own their tents, and I can tell you they are always perfectly ventilated with many venting options. The top picture here that I use in the post is one of them. This is a Zika Snow Peak tent, huge, beautifully designed. So I think this is all I wanted to say in this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.